Oh, good morning again from Heathrow Airport, and yet another trip for me over to our head office in New Jersey. Welcome again, and this vlog I want to do something a little different. I promised that I would give some top tips, and I think the very first tip I can give you is do your research on your airline. They all have supported assistance. My tip is give them a call, find out what exactly they offer before you do any booking. Now, the airline I'm traveling with today showed special assistance. I'm limited at times with where I can book, so unfortunately I had to book this airline. I contacted them for assistance. I said I was a lone traveller with autism, and their response to me was asking me a load of questions as to whether I could actually look after myself at all, because if I couldn't, they clearly did not want me on their airline. Now, I can. I am able to get from A to B, but I need assistance sometimes when it's an unknown journey, so I get really anxious when I'm going through an airport and I've got to change, and sometimes it's quick. And that was what I put across to them, and the support that they're giving me, absolutely zero. So this is where I bring in the second tip. As I said to you last time, the lanyard is always helpful through airports. Not always, but this time I've gone whole hog. So this time I have added my badge stating that I have autism, and I'm going to see if this makes any difference. So, flying out of Terminal 2 today, I have a connection in Ireland, and then on to Newark, where I will arrive later this afternoon. I think I'm due in at 10 to 4 into Newark, so hopefully everything's looking on schedule. I'm going to go through check-in, through security. I'll let you know how I got on with displaying my full badge this time and see what happens. So now I'm through security. Definitely wearing the badge, full badge, is of an advantage. The security staff were fantastic. I got buzzed and needed to take my shoes off. They were hugely polite. Again, they needed to do a frisk. Having seen the badge, they explained what they were about to do, took me through it. It was all good. My second tip here is, if you can, and there are sites you can go on and do that, is I would pay for the fast track through security. The queues I could see on the other side were really busy, a lot shorter in the fast track side, so you get through a lot easier. My next tip is also buy yourself a lounge pass as well. Now, I'm lucky, again, with the company I'm traveling with, I have lounge access included, and just so you can see, I'll spin around in a minute, it is extremely quiet in here. It was busy out there. I've got a view out onto the airfield, and very quiet, and I can now sit in comfort, have a drink, sit in quiet. If I need to put my noise cancelling headphones on, I can, but at this point in time, absolutely no need. I'll just give you a quick view around. That's out onto the airfield. And then, you know, it's lovely and quiet. You can see there's nobody virtually in here at all. So hugely recommend that you buy yourself the fast pass and buy yourself a lounge pass. I have just landed at Dublin Airport for my transit through and change flight. A huge tip here, if you are going to transit through any airport, is each airport will have a downloadable map. Make sure you download it so you've got that with you before you leave the airport. So Heathrow, for me, they will know what gate they're arriving at, so you can always ask, and then you can plan your route to get you through the transit area. The good thing with Dublin Airport, if I show you, that the signs are hugely green everywhere, so I'll just show you where I've come, because you're not allowed to film. So if you look up there, you can clearly see all of the green glass, all of the green areas massively well marked for where you need to be. So I'm now here waiting for my connecting flight in plenty of time. Again, I have lounge access, so again I would suggest that you do that, because you will come across things like this that you see behind me here, huge crowds of people. So again, if you're wanting peace and quiet, make sure that you book your lounge access. Well, I'm not going to lie, coming through Dublin Airport's not a good idea, so I've obviously transited the other way coming back into the UK. But as I got off the aircraft, the queue that I did list before, and show you before, was actually the queue for pre-clearance US. The queues are horrendous, and until you actually get through the security screening, this badge does you no good, but it does once you get close to going through immigration. So the queues were huge again. It's getting quite close to my flight time. Having no support, no help through the airport was horrendous. However, once you got down into US immigration, the staff down there, really helpful, really good. But there was quite a long queue to get down there, so just be wary that that's going to happen if you're transiting through here. Good afternoon from Newark Airport. So I'm starting my return journey. What's impressive so far is the hall is not very busy. The traffic wasn't very busy, so good start to my journey as my car dropped me off. As you can see, I'm again wearing my full lanyard with the fact that my autism card is there as well. So I'm following my own suggestions. Again, I'm hoping this time I'm treated a little bit better and a little bit more like an adult, but let's see what this journey brings us as I return back via Dublin. So I will let you know once I'm through to the lounge, and we'll catch up again. Welcome aboard the flight. Again, another area here for me to use your badge is actually you can get on the aircraft before anybody else gets settled in the seat. Avoid the rush, avoid the crush. So the lanyard and your ID badge to identify that you have a hidden disability. Huge advantage at this point. Well, good morning from Dublin Airport. Uneventful flight, really. I'm just making my way towards my connection. A couple of passengers helped me out, point me in the right direction, so it's been great again when they see the badge. So it's just massively reiterating that you should wear it. I did also give the fact that you should perhaps use the lounges. The only thing I would say about the lounges is you will not get a boarding call at all, so you do need to keep checking those boards. It is quite a quiet place, so they don't do any announcements. It's entirely up to you to make your way to your flight. So that's the one thing that I would say about lounges. Other than that, I can't stress enough just how great they are to decompress in an airport, be able to just find a quiet space, because for the majority it is really hectic. It is quite early here, and even at this time, 5:30, 6 a.m, the airport is exceptionally busy, so finding those quiet spaces can be hard. So that's why I suggest the lounge. And I'm glad to be on the last leg of this journey. I'm not a fan of changing, so if you can get direct flights, I suggest you find direct flights.